Dislyte Excerpts Radio.
Dislyte Excerpts Radio.
Nasa sesuatu kaya kau kok.
Babylon, you're too flipping greedy. Locked up so long I'm full time on no free me. Babylon charge my cause me and them look weedy. Nobody fit talk for the poor and destitute. Only dictator in a Babylon I'm so different. I'm with the big, nothing right for the show. Nobody fit defend it.
Nah, belum juga ada speaker. Nasa sesuatu kaya kau kok. Bisa ya? Nasa sesuatu kaya kau kok. There it is. So, hopefully my voice is louder than the music. I think the music is still louder. Let me turn it on. Like turn it down. So, it's been so long. Yeah. So finally here we are. Back in Dislyte. Not that I'm going to play Dislyte again. It's just that I do want to visit this once in a while, like looking at how the story changed and everything. I do really like the story of Dislyte, but nowadays they don't really add much story into it. Although I cannot really complain. Like I haven't even read the story of the, where is it? The new Esper. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I haven't even watched this one. So I do want to read all this. Like this is gonna be fun. But yeah, I don't like the grinding is not really interesting anymore. What the hell is this? Shimmer River Botron. Guaranteed Shimmer Legendary Esper in 10 speeds. Okay, what? Are they killing themselves? Esper also because we like to use them. Really? I mean, they shouldn't. Oh my god, this is worse than I thought. Like they are getting desperate. You know, you shouldn't ever listen to your players. This is what I keep telling in my stream about Dislyte. This is river inventory. Still to invite one Esper from the river inventory to your team. Let's just try. We have 12 here, so get Shimmer Espers now. They really promoting this. Yeah, this is bad. The thing is that, you know, for a gacha game, the anticipation of getting the rare character that you want is your main selling point. So the moment everybody get the Esper that they want, that's where their patience is going to, you know, go away. So with this, they are just killing themselves. Obviously, this is also because of the players. Like a lot of people are always gonna complain. Like, you know, I've spent so much money into this game, and I've never seen a single Esper in my life. I'm quitting this game, blah 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 blah. You know, never listen to something like that. You know, like in real world, like people are going to complain whether what you are doing is good or whether what you are doing is bad. People are always going to complain, and whenever people feel satisfied, they will never ever give you feedback. So you need to judge yourself whether what you are doing is right or wrong, not based on what the players' feedbacks are. You know. So yeah. Just because of a couple of people who are like whining, all the people that have been, enjoying the game, you never hear their feedback, and now you're missing the point. You're missing the by trying to satisfy all those whiners. Well, yeah, completely. Let's just try. Let's just try speeding. Ooh, we got Ophelia. Is this? Oh, this is just to look at her skill set. Yeah, I'm downloading the character. That's how long I haven't been playing this game. There is Ophelia. Is there any change to Ophelia? First skill damage can go up to 130%, bleed for 2 turns, at the start of carrier's turn, they take damage equal to the debuff, caster's attack, yeah, still standard. Attacks one enemy, although some of the numbers might change, I just don't remember the full number, but looking at the number here, it's looking fine. Attacks one enemy, damage 150% attack, each buff on Ophelia, and each debuff on the enemy grant 10% extra damage. Up to 100%. Wait. Oh. Is this new? I don't know if this is new or not. Like the each buff on Ophelia and each debuff on the enemy. Like it's supposed to be on the third one, right? Like you keep attacking the same target over and over again for every single buff that you have. And the restore HP is there. Yeah, it was there. Enemy gets one turn.
Death is a silent dance.
The power of the takes the number of Ophelia's own buffs plus the target debuffs, yes, up to a maximum of 3 attacks. Target dies during the pursuit attack, continues to attack. Yeah. The 270% damage is the main selling point. Like one hit hits like a truck. I do want to talk about every single Esper in this game, but I don't know if we do have time for that. But let's just enjoy. Ooh, this one, Festus. Her name. Haley, yes, Haley. So I haven't got a chance to analyze and review this character, although I've seen her skill. Like this is really good. Haley is able to nullify the opponent's equipment, and that is huge actually. If I did have a chance to analyze her, I would say that this is a game-changing moment because equipment, affects more than half of your Esper strength. So mostly like how strong your Esper is, it's all depends on your equipment. And that's why nullifying the effect of your equipment affects that Esper strength by a lot. Oh, let me see here. Attack on enemy, there is 25% attack, 70% defense. If it defense down, yeah, this is already good enough for a normal attack, S1. And conversion is 100%. Defense, it's 25% attack, that's normal. Attacks all enemies, damage 60% of enemy defense, deals extra damage, 8% of the target's maximum HP. As usual, percentage HP damage is always going to scale really, really well against stronger enemies. Up to 100% of Haley's defense. Recovers HP, healing 50% of the damage down. Oh, that increases Haley's super mobility. Attacks all enemies, damage 30%, 70%, Molten Hot and Sear for 2 turns. Smelting Mastery to the ally without Smelting Mastery with the highest attack. Haley's attacks are guaranteed to land critical hits. Yeah, so this passive needs some testing, like whether the passive affects her third skill only or it affects the all of Haley's skill set. But looking at the wording here, it looks like it should have affect Haley's skill set, like all of Haley's attacks. So that means that you can just go full critical damage and also defense stats, defense bonus for Haley. Although the effect of the equipment set expires, for non-player units, the effect becomes attack minus 20% and defense minus 30%. Haley is immune to this effect. Yeah, this is what is really strong. And this is a silver debuff, so it will always going to land, but it can be removed by clans. So Smelting Mastery, now this is very unique because the carrier gets a custom equipment set effects. The effects are the same as the set effects the carrier has equipped, they won't take effect. So potentially you can have your main DPS have 2 equipment set effects, and that is insanely game changing. Because, like I said, in your formation, you must always think of your main DPS, your secondary DPS, and then your sustained character and your buff and debuffs character. So the main DPS, being able to use like 2 equipment set effects will definitely double the damage output from that DPS. And especially, like, just imagine if you have Gaius with Thor set and also the War Machine set bonus, like, it's gonna be insane, obviously. And wow, Ferdian Sayidananta, whoa, and Paliwu 2909, hi, welcome to the stream, both of you. And Bang Ferdi, kenapa kaget? Tiba-tiba ada Dislyte lagi ya. Ya, cuman I'm just thinking, like, I haven't played this game in a long time, and I just feel like I do want to take a look again at this game, and because I know like a lot of you guys are still playing this game, so it might be a good time to just review what we have been seeing over the years, what have been done through Dislyte, and all the stories and everything. Because I think there are many changes, like the game mode, like this is what the hell is this, prices galore, use like it takes the draw rewards, like it takes, like, yeah, again, like they are missing the point, like this is when for a company they should sit back and how to say, like hold back a moment, They are focusing too much on mini games. This is what happens to Genshin Impact. So I'm gonna tell you a story. For Genshin Impact, the game was great when it was launched. They have a ton of story, content. Content is enough. Like they have dungeons, they have story, the main campaign, and they also have that Infinite Tower kind of stage where you can challenge, like I think it was 10th floor or something, like you have a challenge where you need to clear the enemies within time, and it will be refreshed every season and change the effect of the floor, etc. You know that tower, like if you have played Genshin Impact before. But after that, they are too focused on creating a ton of mini games. And for players like me and my friends, like we've been waiting for the continuation of the story. Probably it's just us, but I bet some other people out there would love to see the continuation of the storyline. But they were too focused on creating a ton of mini games. And let me tell you, as a game developer and for me as a programmer, creating a mini games take the same amount of time as creating a new game. So it's wasting a lot of their time creating a mini games that only being introduced to the player for 1 or 2 weeks, and then it's gone. Like, because the purpose of the mini games is to just fill up the time for people to play a different kind of gameplay, and then it's not gonna be permanently there, because otherwise it's gonna become their main gameplay, so they don't want that. So it's gonna be there for just 1 or 2 weeks and it's gone. Like, you're wasting a lot of time coding, programming the whole thing for something that only lasts for 2 weeks. You know, instead of continuing with the story, continuing with the the main gameplay of the game. So this is one of the things, like, what the hell is this? What can I get from the grand prize? What is this? Too many content, I don't have any free time. Really, Bang Ferdi? Do you have any suggestions? The game is good and the game is a bit cool, like Guardian Tales or Soul Like prequel. Yeah. Like, oh, this is the skin for Tie. Wow. Yeah, this is the thing, you know. I would say for the positive thing, like the best thing about Dislyte is their design and their story. That's their best. Like, if I could pick employee of the year from the Dislyte developer team, I would pick their designer and their the storytelling person, because that is the best thing that you can have from this game. Like, look at this design. Oh my god. You know, they should give a raise to whoever designed this. Wow. So yeah, but the one in charge of the gameplay and customer feedback sucks, you know. Never ever again, like I've already told this in the beginning of my stream. I'm gonna repeat this again. Never ever listen to the feedback of your players. You know, your players don't know what they want. Well, they do know what they want, but they don't know what is best for your company. So yeah, it's just dragging your company for their selfish reason, you know. So they should reduce the chance of Simmer Legend. They should reduce the amount of free espers that you can get. So people need to work for the espers that they want, and that's the only way for this game to get interesting. Because for a gacha game, the moment you get the esper that you want, that's when the game ends for that player. So yeah, like for my case, I'm aiming for Raven, and I've already got my Raven, so that's when I quit. Actually, but yeah, the game is good. If you do want to try the game, Paliwu 2909, the game is good, but take your time. Just take your time when playing this game. Do not look or try to get into the ranking or compete with the ranked players the moment you reach endgame, because that is when you will get yourself burned out, you know. Because in this game, some stages can only be cleared if you have certain esper combinations, and the thing is that everybody, and this is also something that is quite bad, you know, telling people what is your build to clear the stage. Because that way, every single player will just copy-paste from the person who has the highest score. And that is bad, you know, because that will just shut down your brain from getting creative yourself and try to clear the stage on your own way. Like that, if you block people from that kind of information, this is also why when YouTube came out and people just sharing guide out there brainlessly, like people start shutting down their brain and, you know, stop thinking altogether, stop being creative. But you know, a long time ago, before all these guides came out in YouTube for every single game nowadays, people try every single combination and people find out, oh, apparently this combo that I found out is much better than what the current first rank player tried. But because I don't have enough equipment to make this work perfectly, I still lose to the first rank player. That kind of information is what we really need in games nowadays. Because the moment you see, like, you know, stop being creative, like, you will never see that there are other you know, possibilities into clearing the content that has been that is being cleared by every single player out there. So yeah, just take your time, you know, grind for the right equipment. If you are diligent, like every single day you use up your stamina, grab the gear and build your equipment, like, you will enjoy the game, and wait for the content to get released every single month. So that's my advice for those of you who wants to try Dislyte. And the best part about Dislyte is the storyline. Just enjoy the storyline. Don't skip any of the story. Just read, listen to the music, listen to the character talking, and just imagine yourself being there. The story is the main selling point of this game. I guarantee you, like the moment you see the story, that's the best thing you're gonna remember from this game. Mobile game right now makes me FOMO. Maybe I need to play offline game. What is FOMO? I don't know what is FOMO. I don't know what is FOMO. But yeah, that's why I've been playing a lot of offline games actually. Like I can consider that Soul Knight prequel is offline game. I don't care. In that game you don't care about other players, you know. Even if you can get to the ranking, you know, you only need to clear certain floors. Like for the Soul Knight prequel, you only need to clear 150 floors for you to get the highest reward in that game. It's not competitive. Like this one, Dislyte, they give more reward to the first player, like the top 3 players, and then the next top 10 players, they will get different reward. So they want the whales to compete with each other, which is great. But the difference in the reward makes that free-to-play players feels like, oh my god, there's no point for me competing with the whales, you know. And that will discourage the free-to-play players from trying hard in this game. They should have learned from their sister, you know, the Rise of Kingdom. In Rise of Kingdom, even though they reward the top players very, very generously, which is gonna go into the hands of the whale players, but the free-to-play players also get something that only they can do, which is supporting the whale players. So they should have give more reward to cooperation in this line. Like for example, they release a content where you as a guild need to work together in clearing certain quests, and whoever have the most participation, they will receive a unique reward. That will encourage players to play more into this game. Because that way, even if you are a whale, even if you are the strongest player in the game, if you don't have friends, you won't get this unique reward that requires you to cooperate with a lot of other players. And for a free-to-play players, they won't receive the top 1 or top 3 reward, but they will still get the reward from working together as a guild. So that's the kind of thing that Rise of Kingdom introduced in their game, which is weird because they came from the same Lilith games. I don't know why. Like, are they not talking to each other? But yeah, so what is Rises of the Lore? I don't know where do I able to draw that, but let's just go. The scripts I've already tried. Is this huge one reward? Yeah, they are very generous with their reward, which is great for a free-to-play players, but don't give free Esper there. No, don't give free Esper. That's, like I said, again, like giving Esper, which is like the main selling point of a gacha game, is just killing your game. Okay, so that's all the events. And let's see, I also have mails here. Friends. Yeah, I'm losing 7 friends. I'm losing 7 friends, but it's okay. What else? Shop, is there any changes to the shop? Yeah, it's still the same, I guess. Friendship, tournament, cube, etc. Ooh, yeah, this is the skin shop. You can buy the skin now. Okay, so what next? What is this? Inescapable fate unlock. Who is this woman? Who is this one? Who is that? I know this guy is a new Esper, so I do want. This is also why I want to stream this one. Ooh, Mamitu, Yalina. Oh, this is a new Esper. Okay, this is the reason why I start streaming Dislyte tonight. Because of this one. I've been waiting for a new story, and they've been neglecting that for the last 2 months, I guess. Yeah, they don't have any new stories for the last 2 months, and that's when I MIA. But now they released that one, so I want to play that. So story, I think story is still the same. The communicator. I don't know, why are they still like, this is cool, but if they put this in everywhere, like it's kind of like sync with the content, kind of. It's cool. It's cool idea at first, but it's getting annoying if there are too many text in the game. Like it's like reading a novel, but based from what people are typing in their phone, which is somehow not really interesting, like reading people's life just from maybe for the current generation. This is why probably Instagram and TikTok is very popular, like people want to share. Oh, Twitter, yeah. That's the age of Twitter. Like people share like 100 words of 100 letters of what they are thinking. But for my case, like I don't like reading your thought. Like 100 letters from your brain is not gonna give me any information, So that's the thing that is happening with the phone there. That is Beatbout.
Hold on.
Ooh. Yeah, formation. It's wanted to defend you from enemies. Why? No, I don't want to use this as first. They're taking them on. Yeah, let's try. I'm gonna put my usual thing first. Let's see. This one, and Ethan. Where is Ethan? Yeah, we're gonna use this one first. Although I don't know if the speed works. I think I changed some of the here. This one. No, it should have been healed up first. And Archibald. And then like this should be the order of my Esper. But it's okay. I'm lazy to change, so let's just try challenge this guy. Where is it? Where is my Esper? Fear of missing out. Okay. FOMO is fear of missing out. Yeah. Oh, that's also one thing that makes me dislike mobile games. Like Dislyte was the first mobile game that I wanted to get serious on, because I actually, before Dislyte, I really hate mobile games, because they want the players to engage with their game every single day, every single second of their life, because that is what in research or out there, when you, how to say, like analysis, like a business analysis. Like if you go into a business school, then they will tell you the reason why mobile games are becoming more popular ever since like 2018, I think. Yeah, 2018 or so. Like mobile games have become more popular, especially the microtransaction. Yeah, why microtransaction has become so successful? They teach that in the business school, and that breaks the entire game industry. Because people heard how much money microtransaction made for them, everybody aims to get rich from selling microtransaction in games. And to get microtransaction, they need the players to play their games every single day and make them, you know, like kind of like, how to say, a cliffhanger, you know, that feeling of cliffhanger when you are trying to clear certain content and you are just, you know, a little bit close but failed a little bit from clearing that stage. So it requires, okay, with only $1 or $5 you can get that extra kick that will make you able to clear this content, and everybody just fall for that. Yeah, so that's the thing that they are selling, and in order to do that, they want you to play their games every single day. So yeah, this is Bitbout is just basically a standard normal PvP. They just changed the name. How can I fall for that? Oh yeah, this is the division. Now this is great. This is a great content because you know, for players, especially a free-to-play players, when they know that in a fight like a 1v1 fight, they stand no chance against whale. So in order for them to be able to compete, and especially whales, like among whales, if you know that, you know, there is only one spot for the top one player in the entire server of like 100,000 players, nobody gonna spend money if you know that the other guy have more money than you. You know, so by splitting yourself into division, this is also what is really good in Soul Knight prequel, because they separate the division based on the character class that you are playing. So you are not competing with a meta class or like a broken class. You are competing with the players that play the exact same character as the one you are currently playing. That is really, really smart from Soul Knight people. And for this one, also selecting division in here also give a chance for both whale players and also free-to-play players to choose the non-popular one that they think they can win. Like this one, I think fire means that this is popular, so I do want to choose this one. Yeah, because I kind of like desert. Oh, yeah. So choosing that means that you will now have a chance based on your luck, 33.3% chance that you choose the least popular division, so you can at least get a higher ranking. That's in that division. So yeah. And point 4, this is just a standard point 4. And oh boy, my tier just keeps on going down. Kirain udah pensi Dislyte. Hai Bang Ardi, welcome to the stream. Udah emang sebenarnya sih udah sih. Gue udah pensi Dislyte sih. Sebenarnya gue cuma balik di sini cuma mau free talk aja. Karena ini ada konten baru ini. So okay, I'm gonna continue with the story after this, but I do want to check the new Esper and probably just put some of the analysis of the new Esper in here, and I will tell you the general knowledge, the basic knowledge that you should also think whenever you play any kind of game out there. This comes from a player who has been playing every single game genre for the last 30 years. So yeah, like, you know, because of my experience, like I can understand like certain things. I can see some things that other players cannot see, you know. Like how I knew from the start, from the beginning, that poison will be really, really important in this game. Debuffs is what changes the game in here, and then percentage HP damage is going to scale. The stronger your enemy is, etc., etc. All those things is because wait. My son is shouting and calling my name. Wait, be right back. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, my wife is being angry at my son. I don't know what happened. Like my son did something wrong, so she is like punishing him for something. So yeah, where was I? Where was I? What? This is Fuxer.
You got me out of bed for this.
This is not Fuxer that I'm thinking about, right? Not Jiangman's boyfriend, right? This is a different guy, I think. Is he?
You got me out of bed for
Laziest you finds himself likes to show her business. Yeah, I think this is a different guy. Yeah. So where was I? I kind of forget like where was I before I went away. Let's see. Let me remember. Yeah, I cannot remember where was I. So let's just take a look at the new Esper, and we will see what is this Esper all about. So Fusu, Fengsun. Yeah, let's just call him Fengsun. Fengsun, win support Esper with 30% HP captain ability, quite alright as a support, and first skill Draconic Roar. Attacks one enemy 3 times, damage per hit 50%, 8 attack plus 1% maximum HP. Okay, so 3 times 3% maximum HP, 45% attack, quite alright. Its hit restores HP for the ally with the lowest HP percentage, healing 150% damage dealt. Ooh. While Mars Wind is in effect, guaranteed to land a critical hit. What is Mars Wind?
Man, I'm tired.
Okay, so maximum HP damage conversion ratio increased to 2%, and you need 5 Abilimon for this, so this is not really worth it. Usually, if you use maximum HP as your damage, you don't really deal that much, especially when it's a single-digit percentage HP damage. So yeah, 5 legendary Abilimon for this is not really worth it. Attacks all enemies 1 time, damage 30% attack, 2% maximum HP, inflicts defense down for 2 turns, while Mars Wind is in effect, guaranteed to land critically. After dealing damage, inflicts extra damage, 64% of Fengsun's maximum HP. This is quite okay. That means that in total, you can deal 8% maximum HP, which I think it should be quite the same as Jinyu Yao, maybe. Let me see, let me compare with Jinyu Yao. How much percentage HP damage do you have? 11%. Yeah. See, 8% is quite big. 8% is quite big. So the first one for 5 Abilimons, it can go up to 2 times 3, 6%. But like I said, like 6% for 5 Abilimons, whereas in here, you can go up to 13% with only 2 Abilimons. Yeah, this is worth much more. But yeah, this is your ultimate skill, whereas this one is a normal attack skill. So yeah, that's expected. But still, you used up too much Abilimon for that. But this one is okay. 3 turns cooldown if you manage to get to the 5 Abilimons. So quite okay, not really that exciting. So let's see the ultimate here. I can see a lot of buffs here. Activates the Mars Wind Zone for 3 turns, gains 2 stacks of Far Journey. All allies gain Heaven's Will at the start of a round. Okay, so cooldown can go down to 4 turns. Now this is worth a ton. Like 2 Abilimons to reduce the cooldown by 2 turns. Really worth a lot. In a turn-based game, reducing just 1 turn in order for you to do something 1 turn faster is already changing your strategy a lot. And being able to reduce 2 turns is worth a lot. Additionally, when allies deal damage, they restore HP, healing 30% damage. When allies deal damage with basic abilities, inflicts additional damage equal to 2% of the target's maximum HP, up to 100% of the carrier's attack. Wow, this is nice. This is nice. So, the first thing that I'm thinking about is a multi-hitter character like Tang Yin, Tang Xuan, and Ophelia, etc., etc. All those things that use basic attack a lot and especially that can multi-hit will be able to keep dealing the percentage maximum HP. I don't know if this can only trigger one time or for every single basic ability attacks that you deal will deal percentage HP damage, but that means that it's gonna be really strong. This is going to be a really strong support character for a basic ability as a user as per. And also it restores health, so you don't really need the nether equipment set for you to lifesteal anymore. You can already lifesteal using this buff, and this lasts for 3 turns, and you only have cooldown of 4 turns, which means that you only have a downtime of 1 turn. But if you have your Feng Sun with enough speed, you will be able to move faster than your DPS and eventually making your DPS having permanent Mars Wind, which is great. So Heaven's Wheel and it's where the carrier against random and gas pool. Hai Bang Ferdi dong yang gas, yang pool. Heaven's Wheel, the undispellable. The carrier gains a random bonus for 2 turns when casting abilities. The ability is basic ability. Fuse gains 1 stack of Far Journey. Oh, this is Heaven's Wheel at the start of a round. Okay. The carrier gains a random bonus for 2 turns when casting abilities. If the ability is very Fuse gains 1 stack of Far Journey. Counter attacks won't trigger this effect. Too bad. Yeah, so they need to mention this one because obviously this is gonna be broken with someone like Brewster who can just keep on following up attack, and also for someone like Yun Chuan and a counter attack, especially Ana. Like this is going to be really broken for Ana if they don't mention this thing, especially with the Mars Wind. Yeah, Ana, Yun Chuan, Brewster is going to be insanely strong with the Mars Wind. Far Journey. When an ally is inflicted with stun or sleep, consumes 2 stacks to dispel the afflicted effect. Oh my god, this is OP! Maximum 8 stacks. While Mars Wind is in effect. While Mars Wind is in effect. So, Fuso gains 1 stack of Far Journey every time his friend attack using basic abilities. So if you bring Tang Yun or Tang Xuan or Ana, you will definitely have 8 stacks of Far Journey. That means that you are able to dispel incapacitating debuff for 4 times before you are out of Far Journey buff. While Mars Wind is in effect, after an ally casts their basic ability, consumes 2 stacks to perform a precision attack with Draconic Aura. Oh no, this is too bad. Yeah, they needed a way to reduce your Far Journey buff stacks, because otherwise this is going, yeah, like I said, like when I only read the first half of this skill description, this is too OP. And yeah, they nerf it for the second half of the skill description. So after an ally casts the basic ability, consumes 2 stacks to perform a pursuit attack with Draconic Roar. Yeah, you don't really want to consume too many of your Far Journey, so you need to balance between your normal attack, your basic ability casting, like your multi-hit, and your counter-attacking. You know, you don't want to accidentally just counter-attack and using up what's his name? Feng Sun's Far Journey stacks. Random bonus, attack up, speed up, critical damage up. Yeah, random bonus. Yeah, you choose among these 3 things, which is all of them increase your DPS output. So, really great. Able to remove incapacitating debuffs from allies. So this is just kind of like, how to say, like a different kind of Jin Yu Yao. You know, a different kind of Jin Yu Yao. Kind of. No, Jinyu Yao cannot remove stun, right? I forgot. Can Jinyu Yao remove stun?
Plunder and destruction.
Excluding incapacitation. Yeah. So the passive cannot remove stun, but the third skill can remove stun. So this one, yeah, they can cover each other's back. You know, this one can remove stun, but it only one time. It cannot remove other debuffs. Only incapacitating debuff. So yeah, if you have Feng Sun together with Jinyu Yao, that is insane. Your entire team cannot be stopped. Well, right now, even with only one Jinyu Yao, like your entire team cannot be stopped. If you have like a Resonance 6 Jinyu Yao, but with him, that is just unstoppable. But that's kind of overkill. So yeah, not really that broken. It's kind of balanced, but like I said, like I don't know when I say this, but I'm just gonna repeat this. When you have too many characters in your game, balancing all of them is going to be a pain in the ass. And also making them unique is somehow becoming a chore. Because here is, in Dungeons and Dragons, there are already a basic class that every single RPG games have. A warrior, an archer or a thief, and a wizard. The three basic class, because one is purely on a strength base stats, one is purely on dexterity based stats, and one is purely on intelligence based stats. And if you want to add variation to that, then they will start to have like a battle mage, which is like a variation of a strength stat and together with intelligence stat. And then there is a dark mage with a variation of dexterity stat and together with intelligence stats. And then after that, they will have further, like when you say something like a battle mage, like it has like 50% strength and 50% intelligence, and then you start having like a magic fencer, which is probably like 75% magic and 25% physical, and etc. The more things happening, the more you have variation in between. It's just like 50 shades of gray, like you have black, you have white, and you have 50 shades of gray in between. That's what's happening in here. So Feng Sun is another gray of Jinyu Yao. I don't think I am ever playing this game. Hope you are good. Hi Milton, welcome to the stream again. Yeah, I'm good, and hope you are good too. I was thinking there for a second, like, what do you mean by hope I am good? Like what was going in my mind? Like, am I good at playing this game? And I was like, oh, why are you asking that? and oh, okay, you mean my condition. So yeah, I'm good, and hopefully you are good too. So I don't know, like, aren't you already played Dislyte long time ago? I don't know, or maybe you just came to my Dislyte stream without ever playing the game itself. But yeah, that is function. Another gray variation of Jinyu Yao, and we want to see this one. Mamitu, Yalina. Oh, a Simmer, epic Esper. I don't know what kind of god is Mamitu, but this Yalina, oh my god, they really is a furry. This is a sheep. What the hell, Dislyte? But look at that, I really love Dislyte shoes. How can they come up with all these shoes design? Oh my god, if I have a shoe company, I would have already copied all of your shoes design. Oh my gosh, this game, your shoes is insanely good. Look at that. Look at those designs. Wow. Yeah, like I said, give a raise to whoever is the designer in Dislyte. So let's go. This is a Shimmer Fighter Esper. Oh yeah, I haven't seen the attributes. See, attributes is HP as expected, and Resonance, and also this one. Yeah, Faith and Freedom. We're gonna go to the Faith and Freedom first. whatever you call this thing, I forgot. Divinate, yes. Gains 3 stacks of Argeny at the start of a round, gains 3 stacks of Argeny after casting 1 Harmony. What is the 1 Harmony? This one, the third skill. So yeah, this is great. Having this is going to prevent your allies from getting stunned at the beginning of your turn. And this is really good. Final damage is 10%. Chakra is second skill. Yeah. Second skill, increase final damage by 10%. Resonance 2, 1 Harmony grants all random bonus effects to all allies for 2 turns. Oh my god. Wow, this is insane. That means that you will get attack up, speed up, and critical damage up. Wow, that is great. Yeah, this is worth as a support. Like this can prove much more worth it than Jin Yu Yao in certain situations, because you can now buff your allies together with removing incapacitating debuff to your allies. So if the enemy doesn't play around with bleed or poison like a ton of debuffs that can stack together, that means that you will only ever care about a defense down debuff and an incapacitating debuff. Then you just need to bring Feng Shu instead of Jin Yu Yao. Like, it's enough. Jin Yu Yao is kind of like overkill. You don't really get any buffs from Jin Yu Yao. So bringing this definitely gonna save a lot, like 1 spot out of your lineup. And in a game where you can only bring 5 Esper, saving 1 slot meaning that you already save up 25% of your potential ability that you can replace with something else. Grants all random analyze AP plus 25%. Okay, yes. When their Esper is not attacking on their own turn, damage plus 15%. Okay, this is great. But you are not really a damage dealer, so yeah, it's not something that you need. So the power spike for the Resonance 2 is really high. Power spike on the 4 is no changes, and on the 6th one, new rank 1 Harmony. If this ability is not on cooldown at the start of Feng Shu's turn, dispels all his debuffs and grant him shield for 2 turns. Shield strength. Oh my god, 80% maximum high HP. What the hell? Dislyte. Yeah, so if you don't use your third skill, you will be unkillable. You will be immortal. You know, if you don't use your third skill, because every single turn you will have 80% of your maximum HP as a shield. And if you are like, in theory, if you can have like 50,000 HP, that means that you already have 40,000 HP as a shield, which the enemy need to break before they can reach your 50,000 HP. And every single time you move, this will get refreshed. If you can control your character, oh my god, that is insane. You can just, because yeah, I don't know, like how long is the Heavens Wheel last? I think this is going to be permanent. Like, there is no way for you to refresh the Heavens Wheel. So unless this only happened for the first like 2 turns of the entire duration of battle, this will last permanently. So if this will last permanently, you don't really need to cast your third skill. You know, you don't really need to cast your third skill, because what you want to aim for, like the most OP thing about Feng Shu is that he is able to remove your incapacitating debuff. So you don't really need the March Suite if you do want to focus on survivability. So you just keep your third skill without casting this at all, and your Feng Shu will have permanent shield. Like, wow. So yeah, that's Feng Shu. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, it is. So let's go to Mamitu Yelena. Captain ability, critical rate plus 20%. First skill. Oh yeah, I forgot the oh, I cannot see. Yeah, the this thing. What happens? What changes to the skill if I do this the ascension. Yeah, if I have ascension, I cannot see. I need to go to the what do you say?
Look at this little guy.
The other APK for this slide for the content creator. But yeah, let's just skip that first. Attacks one enemy, damage 80% attack, inflicts buff blocker for 2/3, damage increased to 140%. With 6 billion. I don't know if this is worth it. Inflicts 1 stacks of promise breaker on enemies whenever they receive healing. If the target, finally something that can punish people for healing. Yeah, this is what we need. Let's see. If the target has at least 7 stacks of promise breaker, afterwards Yelena performs a pursuit attack on all enemies with dolly destruction. Oh, this one. Because up to once per turn. Wow.
Let's stay together.
Oh, so after you get healed 7 times, this Esper will trigger the third skill. Damage taken plus 30% critical rate minus 20% when taking. Yelena randomly dispels 1 buff from the carrier at the end of their turn, maximum 10 stacks. Is this per stack? I don't know if this thing is per stack, but I don't think like if you have maximum 10 stacks, like you can reduce your critical rate by 200%. Yeah, but damage taken plus 30% makes sense, you know. Like I don't really need the damage taken plus 3% if this is like, no, it doesn't really increase. Doesn't really increase that much actually. Like if it's only 3% for 10 stacks. But if it is like 30%, so this 3% is per stack, then yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot. So how long this thing lasts? I don't know how long this thing lasts, but if this lasts permanently, then that is insane. I think it only lasts for 2 turns, I guess, and the stacks will keep on like reducing after those two turns gone. But yeah, hopefully this is kind of like balanced, you know. So attacks all enemies 2 times, damage per hit 30%. Attack is hit has 50% chance of inflicting bleed. For every bleed stack the target has, ignores 10% of their defense, up to 50%. Yeah, this is great, but I don't think this will deal that much damage. Like, but at the very highest is that you can deal 110% damage. AoE damage, which is kind of like normal, I guess, but it ignores 50% of their defense, which is alright. But I don't think like this can beat the jailer. Like the jailer is already insanely strong in terms of ignoring the enemy's defense, you know, because this one is true damage. Yeah, ignoring defense is Jinchu's whole purpose. But that is a legendary and this is an epic Esper, so yeah, as expected, like an epic Esper shouldn't be better than the legendary Esper. Unless for certain case like this bunny here, like that bunny and then Jiangman, Chloe, etc. They are already comparable to a legendary Esper. When the bearer's HP is full, dolly destruction swans the damage plus 15%. Hey, that increases the damage by a lot. When the target's HP is below 50%, damage plus 12%. Oh my god, they just keep increasing her damage. For every enemy Yelena kills, she gains critical damage plus 12%, effective in subsequent rounds. Oh my god, that means that if you bring her into like, you know, a multi-wave stage, then she will be able to keep this critical damage. So she is going to be really strong in a PvE content. That's how you judge a character. Neo Fact, Pink to Promise. When an Esper falls, Yelena dispels her debuffs and recovers HP by 100%. If the fallen Esper is an enemy afflicted with Promise Breaker. Wait, what? So this is an Esper, not allied Esper. So when enemies fall, she will also get this effect. Wow. You need to transfer the remaining promise breaker stakes to other enemies. Oh my god, this is OP. Yeah, you do want to use Yalina in PvE content, especially if you can able to get 6 duplicates of Yalina. Attack quite alright. Like the highest attack for a DPS is 1300. So 1200 is like, you know, the benchmark for every single DPS. 1000 is quite low, but it's still okay. Like all of her abilities have increased damage in her, you know, all these things. Is her damage output. So yeah, she could be a really strong Esper in clearing PvE content for sure. I can already see her, like a lot of players using her in clearing like Infinite Tower and probably Cube, and you know, contents which requires like multiple waves to be cleared. So yeah, that's the 2 new Esper. So let's just play this game as usual.
Gyrate News broadcast
We don't have anything new in
Hello,
here.
listeners. This is
Expedition.
Function. On February 1st, Xhurt Studios.
Well, I don't really want to play any of those. But I do just want to do the story now. And if you do want to enjoy the story together with me, then yeah, let's. Oh yeah, there's also a trial. What is this? Same story can weave through countless different. Blah 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 blah. It's just. Oh, so they changed the. The what? I can just keep getting the. Oh, confused. No, I'll attune ally different. Okay. So I can choose which one should I take. I can strengthen. Yeah, I can strengthen a different thing depending on my lineup. So if I play more with a flow attune Esper, then I can strengthen flow. So this will change the strategy for a different player. Yeah, this is good. Like add more variation to the game. Just like the Divinate. Just like the Divinate. Specializing in Espers that you are good at is much better than having every single Esper at you know, 0 resonance. Because that way you have specialization and you can just keep grinding in the content that you are good at and try to get better at the other content slowly from the reward that you get from the content that you are good at. You know, that kind of. So let's just. I can already see what's going on in the last one. Yeah. So you guys can just enjoy that by yourself. I'm gonna just enjoy the story. Let's go. Membranes the foreign reward. Okay, go. I see the story. Ooh, Lily. What is happening with the story in my fortune teller? The year 2027. So 3 years from now, hopefully, you know, I think the miracles already happened for like a couple of years, I think. So there's in real life, if we do want to fantasize about this, like soon there should be a miracle spawning in the middle of some cities. 15 years after the oh look, see, 15 years. So it should have already happened. So yeah, this is an alternate world, not our world. Too bad. Yeah. Mas pada ticket processing China to use. Royan, I'm afraid for the. Nothing on there. Those emails and receive every single child take it. Yeah, you didn't have that. Good point. Because we have to the scene of the crime. Esper's powers are unique, and that means that every Esper will reach behind you. Put these children away using a divine power or expert be able to take them down immediately. The seed of the out before I mean, the way how to play this for a bit. I want to drink. Function is a fortune teller. Yeah, when there is no clue at all, just rely on fortune telling. This is it. Like, if you do want to play Dislyte, this is what you should be aiming for. The story. The story is very good. Oh my god, he really show up. My god, I love his clothes. You know, maybe I should take note and ask a tailor to specifically make me that kind of coat. Oh my god, I will have been the most fabulous person walking on earth with that vest. Wow. What, you already know? Wow, you already seen how this case ends. What a fortune teller. Yeah, that can make a really good story in manga, you know, like a fortune teller that can already see the future. Like that's the thing, you know, like what atheist people are being have been debating about God. You know, if God is all seeing, then he already knew how the world's gonna end, how you are going to whatever you are going to do, he already knows. So what's the point in trying to be a good guy? He already know that you are going to be a bad guy. Ooh. The fortune telling is a really strong ability. I'm also thinking, like, you know, if I ever make a story of my cat, like my avatar, this cat, I keep thinking, like, if I have a lot of free times, I do want to make a story of a traveling cat that has like a clairvoyant ability, you know. Like, being able to see the future is something that I kind of like worship so much. Not really worship. Like, I do wish I can clearly see the future. Because sometimes that's the thing that I hate about some people. You know, some people live by the word of, like, you will never know if you never try. And that thing is the most stupid thing that people can say to themselves. Because if I throw a chair to a window, I already know how it will end. I don't need to try it to know that the window gonna break, you know. So certain things, if you have enough information, you're already able to see the outcome of whatever you are going to do. So never tell people that if you never try, you will never know. Yes, some things we already know before we even try. You know, that's something, you know. So a lot of the time, I already know the outcome of, like, you know, certain things that people around me are going to do, and I told them, they don't believe me, and they just are still doing the things that they want to do, and it end up exactly what I say. See, just like what he said. Not really. I don't think the destination gonna be the same. Like, there should be a slight change in the destination. If whatever you choose, the destination is still the same, then yeah, what's the point in even doing it differently? Just die. Yeah, we will see. We will see how this story ends. This is what makes Dislyte interesting. You know, the story. Let's just see. Let's see this console. Ooh. Now let me see. What should we try? I think I don't want to try the third skill. Oh ho ho ho!
Your fate is sealed. You've already lost!
Oh my god, this reminds me of Long from A Bloody Roar.
Good night.
That might be it, so there's no way to mistake. I'll get some break. Oh yeah, by the way, heads up, this Sunday I will be playing Our World. It's a little bit late compared to other YouTuber, but you know me, I don't care about getting late. Like, I still play games that already came out like years ago, you know. If it's about games, like, there is no such thing as too late. Not really, like, there is too late for content creator, but like, if it's a really good game, no matter what year you are playing the game, it's gonna be still you know, a great game. Just like all those PlayStation 1 games, if you play the game again, the ones that are really good, it will still be good if you play it. You know, some of the gameplay is already like beating all of the AAA games nowadays, because the AAA games now, people are focusing too much on the graphics and the freedom of choosing your own destiny. But back then in PlayStation 1, because they they don't have much options into creating games. They focus more on the story. The story is always beautiful in all the old games out there. That's also probably why I'm focusing more on the storyline in every single game that I play. That's why I get bored a lot with a fighting game, because there's not many story in there. Like, you're just fighting, and sometimes it doesn't make sense, Like, all the fighters are just like people from all around the world messed up together. They just want variation. But in the real world, like, getting all those people together is almost impossible. And yeah, games like MOBA, games like shooting. Oh yeah, especially shooting games. Like Counter-Strike it's something that I don't really like to play. Like, long time ago, I really like playing that. But it's not something that I'm obsessed with. I know a friend who is still obsessed with playing Counter-Strike. But for me, it's just like a waste of time. When I was still a kid, and that's the only game that I can play in a LAN shop, then yeah, I do enjoy playing that in a LAN shop, because that's the only place where you can play with other players on a computer game. But with the coming of internet and a fast one, then I no longer want to play that kind of game, because I now have a lot of possibilities in playing RPG games with another player. And that's where MMORPG era came from. That's when the MMORPG era start rising. Oh, that's Shalina. Oh, so the ship girl was the missing girl. And then suddenly she's gonna get superpower? Oh, this is getting interesting. Ooh, maybe something that's gonna happen to her is her getting her superpower. Oh, this is getting spicy. Stop, my fortune telling friend. It's not her being cautious. Like, what the hell? You are being cautious, not telling your address to a stranger, but you are following the stranger into their home. Oh my god, I forgot. 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. Let's go. I remember. Yay! Correct answer. See, even though I talked a lot while the story is going on, I still kind of like, following with the story. I can guess this. Let's go. Find out people's personal information. But that's the thing that is wrong here, but the storyteller in here wants to make the story interesting, If you can see the future and saying that you are bad at information gathering, you can already see the future in which you successfully gather that information and already go to the little kid's house. Which means that you can already see the future when you are in that little kid's house. So right now, you can already see yourself getting that information without asking the little kid any information. That's the strength of fortune telling. If it's really logically, like if you really apply your logic into the story. Okay, how to say? Like this is how a clairvoyant works. Okay, so if I walk to the right 5 steps, I will step on a frog, for example. If I walk 5 steps to the left, I will step on a cat. So yeah, so if I have a prediction skill, if I have clairvoyant, I will just tell myself, okay, I'm gonna move 5 steps to the right, and I will see that future where I'm stepping on a frog, you know, and then oh no, I'm gonna step on a frog. So I will change my feelings, like I change my mind, you know. I now want to walk 5 steps to the left, and then I will see a new future where I will be stepping on a cat. And so far so on, you know, you can keep changing the future that you see based on what you are going to do right at this moment. So you can just sit down in your own house and, you know, pretending that you want to do something, and you can see like hundreds or millions of future, possible futures that can happen if you do the things that you are thinking in your own mind. Yeah. So that's the logic behind a clairvoyant that is in my mind, you know, like that's how strong a clairvoyant is if you do apply logic into a clairvoyant story. You know? So based on that, you can already see the future of everything, and depending on how far away you can see your clairvoyant. Like if your clairvoyant can only see like 10 minutes in the future, you can actually lengthen that. Like there is no time limit to the clairvoyant, because you can just think to yourself that, okay, I'm gonna see 10 minutes into the future, but in 9 minutes, I'm gonna imagine myself thinking about the another 10 minutes future. And that means that your current future can already see yourself seeing another 10 minutes in the future, meaning that you can now see 20 minutes into the future. Just repeat that and you eventually can see the end of the world. Yeah, this is just like, you know, getting heavy into the theory, but that's the fun in theory crafting, you know? That's the fun in theory crafting. The things that you apply logic into based on all the informations that you have right now, and every single possible outcome will be in your brain. It just depends on how you prove that theory to work out, or is it possible that your theory is not going to work out. That's the only question that a theory crafter need to you know, try it for real. So let's just try again. Let me see. I do want to try function second skill. Let's go. The enemy will die. Let's see. Blam.
Good night.
Story finished. Let's keep going. Suspect. Where is the suspect? Who is behind the kidnapping? New street. Again, I'm gonna fasten it a little bit. I don't think Freddy is the kidnapper. Like, he's too stupid into doing that. Got nothing to do with that. Yeah. See, Freddy is kind-hearted. You know, Freddy is the smart one in this case. You know, that's why. You know, I was talking with my wife just this afternoon. You know, like we're thinking about putting my son into like extra classes. How to say class? Oh, I don't know what's the word in English. Like basically having a teacher to teach him like piano or Chinese or swimming, etc., etc. But I told her that I'm more proud of my son if he becomes street smart rather than he is able to play a piano. Because being street smart is just like Freddy, you basically apply logic and your experience and in real time. Someone who is smart doesn't usually apply experience into their brain. So that's why a lot of people mistook that thinking that a dropout people who didn't finish their school usually become the boss, and the smart people who are like really good in science or in mathematics, etc., becomes the one working for them. It's not like that, because the one who is not smart, they know their weakness, they know that they are not smart. So the only way that they can make money is by making their own company, because nobody is going to hire them. And when they make their own company, they need smart people to be able to do what they envision. And that's the thing. Smart people doesn't really envision what they want. They know what they are good at, and they want to apply what they are good at into practice. So being in that position, the stupid one, the person who doesn't have any knowledge or any skills whatsoever, they are going to find people who will be able to do the job that they think about. So they start hiring the smart people. And the smart people not having any connection or any street smart, like not being able to have many connections, like talking to a lot of people, they will work in a company where all these people already made, and it just snowball from there, And because the owner makes more money than the people who are working under that company, it's gonna be really, really funny if your employee makes more than you as the owner of the company. Then yeah, eventually it leads to a misunderstanding that the owner of the company is the one who is more successful, is the one who is a dropout of college. Like that's just how the world works, So the question is that what happens if you are street smart and also have skills to back up your knowledge? If you are good in both, then you are set in your life future. You can just tackle anything. That is what I would have been proud of my son if he is able to become street smart, and his brain is going to be nurtured by the teacher and also by me. So he still have some skills like knowledge from science, economic, etc., like basic college stuff, but also being able to negotiate with people and talk with a lot of influential people, etc., making his way through society. That's the thing that nobody can teach you, and that's the thing that smart people often lacks, because nobody teach them, And also that's the thing, like autodidact is something that is very rare, because if you learn something because somebody teaches you about that thing, that means that you do not have actually the skill to learn that thing yourself. So if the teacher doesn't teach you something like outside the things that he's been teaching you, then you will never know that thing. So usually what people think about smart things, the things that make them smart, is actually the terms of frog in the well. Like, you think that you are smart, but you just don't know what you don't know. That's the thing that I live by. You don't know what you don't know. So never think that you know everything based on the internet or news or everything around you. You will never know what happens out there, what could happen, what can happen, what already happened without any news or media coverage. There are 7 billion people out there. Everything that you see in manga, every fantasy things that you can think about, every bad thing that you can think about, every fetishes that you can think about already happened out there. You just don't know about it. Nobody know about it, but it should have happened sometime, whether it's in the past, present, or future. That's the thing that I live by. That kind of knowledge just opens up your mind. It just opens up your mind with that thing. That means that you should never think of yourself as the main character in the story, because it's just based from your perspective. Like, you think you do want to become a main character, you think you are the main character, but everybody else thinks the same. So eventually, every single people who live in this world are actually a background character. None of you are the main character. Because everybody thinks that they are the main character.
Follow me to victory.
But you are basically a background character from other people. So with the way of thinking like that, that just makes that, you should respect other people. Because you will never know what they have been through. They also will never know what you have been through. But being kind to each other, being understanding to each other, being open-minded will open up, more communication. It will open up more possibilities. And that's how you should live by in this world, Yeah, this is becoming a real free talk, It's totally free. All those thoughts, I didn't really see the story. I didn't know what happened to the girl, but I think all of her families are gone, based on the current situation. So they were looking for Yalina's family, but they cannot find them because all of them already gone, died. Oh. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. So she is the bad guy. Oh my God. Oh. Wow, this girl is smart. This is a real villain. Wow. And is that a puppet? No. they use the you know the available avatar that they have for this. Hey, look at that! I have a lot of bugs. Combined with armor, this should have been really great. Yeah, I don't think I can survive this. Yeah, we are a support character. How are we able to kill 5 enemies there? Or 4? I think that there was 4. Oh no, this is bad. Monsoon is in trouble. Let's go. This is what I like about this. The story.
Bringing light to this darkness is my purpose.
Sometimes you just cannot predict what's the story going to be. Like just now, you know, I didn't expect the little girl to be the villain here. So that because she is going to be our epic expert, that she somehow, introduced in this story just for the sake of, putting her in a expert list. But no, she is actually the villain. Of rotting furniture and the smell of decay. Wow. Wait, what? Wait, why is he looking like this in the past, but she is like normal girl in the future? Shouldn't be it the other way around? So yeah, she wishes her daddy to always be with her, but obviously that cannot happen. Like obviously there are certain times where you will be away, you know. What happened? Yeah, there's those two wishes are something that is going to be really hard to fulfill. There's a few years for them to forget. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, function is really smart. Like that's logic, you know. That's the logic you should apply in this kind of situation. Yeah, this is a bad father. So how old is this little girl? Oh my god. She looks like a little girl, but it should have happened in the, like, you know, a long time ago, the past. Oh, that is smart. That is actually smart. Yeah. So because she can grant any wish she wants, but she doesn't know if that wish will stay true in the future. So she needs his power, Fengsun's power, to see if there's a consequences in granting that wish. If there's a consequences that she doesn't want to grant that wish, she will ask for another wish. You know, wow, that is smart. Yeah, if they join together, if they work together, they can make any future they want. Lily is the best at breaking things. And up until now, I still don't have Lily in my expert list. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. Yeah. In the past, she looks like a monster, like the ship monster. So that's her real body. So the current one that looks like a kid is actually a puppet. Yeah, that makes sense now. Ooh. Yeah, mommy too. Oh, so that's why she is a sheep. because it fulfill any dream. She is a ship in a dream, the one that you count until 100. Oh, function can see the future. The puppet can attack from the closet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's true, because the little kid just now was a puppet, so function cannot see the future of that little kid, but now that he can see her real body, function can see the future again. Wow, what a story, what a story. Ooh, that looks cool. Yeah, promise breaker. Yeah, because of Liling's multi attack, the promise breaker just go into straight up 10 stacks. Wow. Oh, that multi hit is insanely strong. Oh no, they both lose. What? Oh, this is a typical Dislyte story. You know, they want to repent on the bad guys. You know, they want to make the bad guys feel that they are actually not as bad as as they seem, because they want you to love every single character in the Dislyte universe. So all the bad guys have good sides on them that you never knew before. So just like this little girl, like in the first half of the story, they make her as like the most villain of all villain. But after that, in the end, like it's just her being lonely. That's the reasoning. You just put that reasoning at the back, and people are like, oh, I forgive her. Bye. You can just manipulate the story. That's how every single manga is. Uh, how every single story is made. You can sway people's feelings just by giving a backstory or you know unexpected ending to certain characters' personality. Like this. Oh, there are 3 options. Let's go with the onlookers first. But that's the more memory of the little brother. But they're fighting. Oh my god, she was to be healthy again. So that's one ending. Divergence. Okay. This is what makes them divorce in the first place. You cannot fix this family because it is in their personality. So if you only try to bring them back together, then yeah, that personality is going to clash again. Oh my god. Oh my god, if they make this a movie, it's gonna be so sad. Yeah, a story of a kid who can get all her wishes fulfilled, but she will never have a happy ending, and she will just keep on trying, wishing and wishing and wishing again. Oh my god, that is so sad. Oh my god. What it is. This reminds me of the story in Naruto, the puppet master who changed his parents into puppet. That they can love him unconditionally, just like a puppet. Twenty times, 5 times biology. Yeah, see, like I said, if you have a future prediction skill, you can just sit in your house and seeing all the possible futures that can happen without moving a single inch. And this all happened the minute he got Feng Sun's power. So they are still in the same house in front of Lily, and she saw all those future happening all together and just resetting again. All these things happens in her own mind, observing the future. Yeah, the infinite possibilities of the future. But that's the thing, like the thing that is not logical in this story is that everything leads to the same destination. They just want to force you into thinking that with this story of Hansen. But just like just now, you know, like she has infinite possibilities and all of them have different outcomes, but like 8 times remembering divorce, 12 times remembering the little boy, etc., etc. But it's not all leading to the same place, isn't it? That means that in 20 times, 8 times they go into the divorce, 12 times they go into the little boy. So it's not always lead into the same future. You have 2 futures there. So in the infinite possibilities, like 2 futures but 12 different variations into that future. But still, that's not the only future that can happen. And they agree to work together. What kind of futures he could have had? Probably a happy one. Yeah, that could happen. Like Function want to show that girl that, you know, what she thinks is going to be perfect is not going to always end up perfect because of all the infinite possibilities. So he only show her all the bad outcomes. But if he happens to join forces with the girl, then he will definitely aim to get the good ending, which is then will be the things that he is showing as a future to the little girl. So that question was like hanging, because if the author really did say that, then it just makes the whole point. I never bothered to look into that possibility. They just avoid the thing, that story. Oh. Oh yeah, because like for normal people like Lily, they don't have the power to choose their future sometimes, you know. Like they have a predetermined future that Function can see. But because Yalina can make her own wish come true, so depends on what she is doing right now, the future can always change for her. And that's why Function's power cannot see the future for Yalina. Yalina, I forgot her name. Yalina. So he cannot properly see the future of Yalina. That's why his prediction stops at this moment 3 years ago. Because at this point in time, he meets Yalina, and that's where every single possible futures can happen because of her wish granting power. Sometimes I can fall asleep because there is no voiceover, like reflective sleep. Isn't that good? Like watching a streamer and you can fell asleep. No, like it depends. It's different from every people's purpose. Like sometimes some people want to see, like a pro player playing their games. They want to see how it feels. Like that's the feeling that I don't want to feel. One side, some people want to watch their favorite streamer because they are pro players, and that's the line where they cannot see themselves being or reach that point. So they project themselves to the streamer, feeling that if the streamer is successful, that is also becoming their success as the viewer. That's the same kind of feeling of why people have their favorite soccer club, their favorite country. When there's a World Cup going on, and they can fight over it. Like, this is my team. This is my team. But the thing is that is not your team. That's someone else. Their success is not your success. That's something that a lot of people have problem with, that their ego is making them feel like other people's success is their own success because they cannot do that thing themselves. That's one thing. Like, that's what some viewers who watch pro streamers want to feel by watching them. And then there are also streamers that give you educational material, and those things are some things that you want to learn. This is a good one, like give and take. Like, you watch these people giving you a lesson, and in turn, if their lesson is interesting, that they will get more views. So it's the normal thing to should have, because the internet is for information. The internet is out there for information. And there are also streamers who play relaxing game like Harvest Moon, Minecraft, just to feel like give the feeling of relaxing. Now, this kind of streamers gives the viewers a feeling that they are not alone. Like, if you are tired after a long day and your favorite streamer who plays Minecraft come in, and then with their soothing voice or their funny things, funny ways of talking, they will entertain you, and all the stress or all the tiredness that you get from that day just got washed away. So it can be from a humor, it can also be from a relaxing thing, like relaxing voice. Like, all people get their stress relief differently. And there's also me, where you just watch because you are bored, and you just feel like, okay, I do want to watch something, but it's none of the other category. It's just a weird kind of category, and you just want to fall asleep listening to me like talking about nonsense. Yeah. So that's it. That's the whole story. Nice. Any more? Let's go. So can I summon Yalina? No, not enough. Okay. So that's the thing. Okay. So we've already finished the whole story here. Nice. Yeah. So thank you for staying with me, Paliwu. We enjoy the story together. Although there is, I don't know, like because I reduced the volume, like I don't really hear the background sound that much. But as my viewer, you should hear a far louder sound because it comes straight from the TV to your internet. And for me, the distance from my TV to my sitting place, to my chair, is like, you know, not that close. So yeah, how do you think about it? But in Genshin, even though it has a voice actor, it can fall asleep. I prefer Reverse 1999 because the story is deep and complex and good VA. Yeah, I've also heard because my friend who played Reverse 1999 told me that the story is going back and forth. You know, it's just like I think there was a movie that also have that kind of a storyline, you know, where you kind of tell the story in the present and then suddenly jump to the future, and then they will tell you the backstory, go to the past, and then jump to the present again, and then to the future. You know, like the story is all over the place. Oh yeah, just like Futurama, you know, like you teleport between time and space, and everything just, you know, trying to connect with each other. I admire the people who can make that kind of storyline because they need to, you know, make the entire background story for every single character and every single world first before they can go back and forth. Otherwise, some things wouldn't make sense because it's not connected. You know, when you keep the story going for too long. So yeah, that's Reverse 1999. So good story, and it keeps you on edge because you don't know what's gonna happen, and you need to keep your brain working every single time because you want to know, like, what the hell, why is this happening? Oh yeah, this is because like 10 minutes ago they came from this story and this connected to this story, and this is, yeah, it makes you thinking. Reverse 99 makes you thinking when you are looking at the story. But for Genshin Impact, like, because the story is like in one direction, you know, it keeps going into the future. So yeah, for some people, it's kind of getting boring, you know, if you don't really see. That's why you see a lot of backstory happen in the middle of the movie. You know, they don't tell you the backstory in the beginning. Like if the timeline goes in a straight line, like you can imagine, like if you watch a movie about, how to say, like about someone in their 30s, and then they start doing something, you know, in the story of their daily life. But you start the movie when he was still a kid, then and watching the guy grow up, it's not gonna be a fun movie, isn't it? So they need to show you the story of the present when he is in his 30s, and then in the middle of the story, like do a flashback of him when he was young, and oh, this happened. That's why the reason why this thing happening right now. You know, that kind of jumping back and forth is what gives flavor to a movie. But do not do it too many times because it's just gonna make the viewer use their brain too much, and sometimes people don't want to use their brain too much because they want to watch movie and relax. They don't want to, you know, feel like they are doing exam when they are watching a movie. So yeah, anyway, thanks for you know, joining me tonight, and thanks for accompanying me looking at the story of Function. It's such a beautiful story, and this is what I love about Dislyte. You know, their story, all of them is so well thought. And because they don't have connection with each other, like sometimes they have connection with each other, but most of the times they just give personality into their Esper and just add them to the story whenever they see fit. Just like Freddy, because he looks like a bad guy, but they need a character that looks like a bad guy, but eventually they are actually not doing anything wrong. So they choose Freddy to do that part. So yeah, this is what is really good about this game. The story, all of them are just, you know, really good. So I'm looking forward to the next story that they can throw into the next new character. So until then, hope you guys enjoy the game, hope you guys enjoy whatever you do in your life, and I'll see you next time. Wait, I don't want to spoiler, but I can say the raindrops is reversed and one raindrop go to top. 1 year passed, but there are those who are not affected by the effect. Actually, there are still in the story. Yeah. It's the story of Reverse 1999, right? So yeah, yeah, that's one of the story. But that's a good one, you know. That's why I'm looking forward to stories in every game that I play. Too bad I don't really have time to play Reverse 1999. I wanted to play that, but apparently Soul Knight prequel came out when I tried to play Reverse 1999. So I decided to choose in between those two, and I chose Soul Knight prequel. And hi Bantamaki, welcome to the stream. Anjay, akhirnya live Dislyte juga. Iya, malam ini gue putusin buat main Dislyte bentar, soalnya ada ini story baru. Jadi tadi gue berapa jam? 2 jam kayaknya. Gue 2 jam, ya 2 jam nontonin cerita ini, Feng Sun. Ini yang gue incer, gue cuma tertarik sama story-nya Dislyte, dan 2 bulan mereka nggak keluar story apa-apa, makanya sekarang ada story baru. Ya udahlah, malam ini kita streamnya story Dislyte sambil gue ngomong ngalor gitu tentang Dislyte. Thank you and good night. Yeah, thanks for again, like thank you for accompanying me tonight, and me also accompanying you. That's kind of like the opposite, right? Like usually a streamer is the one accompanying the viewers, but for my case, you guys are the one accompanying me. So yeah, hope you guys